fixed assets and the current assets note. So if I go look at the fixed assets, there's fixed assets. I see they give me information from the balance sheet, and they give me 2 financial years. So the first year is the opening and this is the closing. So I can go and write in, I see there's only equipment. So equipment has an opening of 160. It's got a closing of 180. It's got an accumulated of 64. So if I block and top, it will give me 96, sorry. Then there's a vehicles, 158 and 200, and accumulated of 104, which gives me 54. Now can you see this is quite small? Doesn't mean it's going to be the 1 rand, but I'm keeping it in the back of my head. Maybe we do the residual here. Then after all adjustments, blah blah blah, on 30 June. Now my year ends 30 June 23. Yes. Okay. Now they say on 30 June 23. Can you see 30 June 23 is the end of my current financial year?
Yes.
An old machine, which originally cost 22,000, was taken by Radebe for own use at a value of 5,000. That's my selling price. This resulted in the machine being disposed of at a loss. The total accumulated from date to purchase to date of sale amounts to 7,750, and new equipment was bought. Now, in other words, what they're saying is, I can't just say 160, 180, it gives me 20 addition. Because there is now a disposal as well. So, can you see that they do not give me the carry value? What do they give me? If I look at the asset disposal, I see the cost was 22. Right? They tell me the accumulated was 7,750. So what's the carry value? They gave it to you. What's the carry value?
14 to 0. I mean 50.
14 to 50.
14 to 50.
Okay, you let me write very arty-farty. Okay, now, what did I buy? Now let's quickly think. If I do an equipment T account, I started with 160. I sold 22. I ended with 180. Can you see your closing? You always work with the CO. Because you know on top of the thing, né? If you do more on top of the thing, it has to balance. Right. So 22 plus 180 less 160 is going to give me 44. Am I right? Huh? 42. Not 440. Okay. So 42,000 goes in here. Okay. Happiness. Now I need to do depreciation, and I know that this vehicle is sold the end of the financial year, ne? And the new equipment was bought the end of the financial year. So if I do new, sold new old, the sold I had 12 months, the new I didn't have, the old I had 12 months. Can you see the sold and the old is the same time zone? So I'm going to do one calculation for both of them. And I just need to know what is the method. And they say vehicle and equipment are both depreciated at cost. So 160 times 20% gives me 32,000. So let's finish. So it's 96 plus 42 less 14 less 32 gives me 91. Okay, 91750 less 180 gives me 96. No. 88, 250. Vehicles, also 20%. Now can you see if you go say 158,000 times 20%, what is it? 20%. Can you see it's going to give you 31,600? Ne? Can you see the 31,600 is not more than the carry value, so it's not the residual value. Was there a new vehicle bought?
Yes.
Yes, they say, and they don't say anything. You can see there's a difference of 42 also.
But that's it, ma'am.
Do they say? Oh, they say 42, and even if they didn't, you just got the difference there. And that 42 is for 31st March, so April, May, June, 3 months. That will give me 42 times 20% times 3 months gives me 2001. And our total, it gives me 33,700. So 54 plus 42 less 33 gives me 6,300. Less 200 gives me 'kay. I'm not going to add all of this. You're going to do it on your own. You need to add all of this. The ones that I'm going to use if I had to do financial statements is these two. This amount goes as depreciation in expenses in the income statement. This one goes to non-current assets, fixed assets. Okay. So let's do the current accounts. I've got Nel and Radebe. Can you see this one is a lacquer one? Because this one doesn't do anything block and top. It doesn't have the heading at the top. Life is just easier. So they say, after all adjustments, the net profit is 432,300. So I can just go and put it in immediately. 432,300. The old machine, the owner took it for 5,000. So now my drawings for Radebe is going to be 186 plus 5,000. And so that will give me 191. It's like working with the living dead. Huh? How can it be 184? It's 186 plus 5. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. It's 186. 179 plus 5, it's 184. Sorry. Okay. So, next page. Both partners made a once-off adjustment to their capital accounts. It's 179 plus 5 because he took a vehicle for 5.
Okay.
Both partners made a once-off adjustment to their capital. So interest on capital is 12%. Now's interest on capital they already gave you. It's 32,400. So we just need to do Radebe. Ne? Now, if I go look, Radebe had 200,000 and 240. Or you can work with 240. Both 12%. So he increased 1st Jan, so it's 6 months, 6 months. So it's going to be 12,000 plus 10,000, it's 22,000, is that right? 22,000. So I add up 54,400. Then they say, both partners are entitled to an annual salary as well as a 13th check in December. Nell earns a 12,000 per month. Okay, so we can decide that 13th check to show it as a bonus. But I will also mark it right. If you keep it as salary and you make your bonuses 0, you can do that as well. Okay, so because they didn't tell you. So if I look at Nell, it's 12,000 for, so it's 144 and 12,000 bonus. Radebe is 134, but that's for 13 months. So, what is 1 month? Zero, 8. And then what is his salary? Because I need to times it with 12 to get my salary. Okay, what's the totals? Okay, bottomize. Bottomize. Anybody? What is Radebe's total? 400. Where do you get 400? Yeah, and then the 9 and the 1 is a 10. And then the 6 and the 3 is a 9. Plus the 1 is a 10.
I'm just making sure I got all that right.
Oh, I'm going to stop recording this.
29.
29 what?
29. How?
From this side.
Okay, final profit I need to say 432 less 344, and that's going to give me 79.
879.
Okay, and they say we share a 2 to 3, so it's going to be times 2 over 5 and times 3 over 5. So what does that give me? Okay, what's my drawings? And now I minus. Please tell me if I'm wrong. this right? So now if I look, remember debit is bracket. So I see Radebe is bracket. Now is no bracket. So 065741? No. No, I did it wrong now. 560, 7 and 8 is 15. So 4 it's 12. No, not what me. Come. 065 15 45.
Yeah, 45.
There we go. And this one is going to be 740. So this is going to be 10 13 4. So what is this one? It's negative 16.